Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. Well, we're looking at Psalm 42 and 43. And today we're going to read Psalm 43 as we think about this exile, this Levite possibly who's writing this psalm, and he has been in exile away from the house of God. He desires to go back to Jerusalem, Mount Zion, and worship at the altar of God. But he now is being made fun of. He's being mocked. The question's being asked, where is your God? Where is your God now? Why don't he help you? And so we see now in 43, he's gone from a drought in verse 1 of chapter 42. And at the end of the chapter 42, we see that a storm has overwhelmed him and the billows and the waves come over him. But now that darkness of night has gone and the dawn of morning is around the corner. And that's why we read Psalm 43 that goes with Psalm 42. And so he says, "Vindicate me, O God, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. O deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. For you are the God of my strength. Why do you cast me off? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? Oh, send out your light and your truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me to your holy hill and to your tabernacle. Then I will go to that altar of God, to God my exceeding joy. On the harp I will praise you, O God, my God. Why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise him, the help of my countenance and my God." Do you see a progression here as you go through this psalm? First, as he looks at the hind, the deer that's panting after the water brooks, he said, that's where I'm at. I long for God. I got away from God. I'm in exile. Maybe it's because of my sin. Maybe it's because of my own disobedience that now I feel estranged from God. But my heart longs for that fellowship, that oneness, that satisfaction that I can only find in God. And he says, my soul thirsts for God, for the living God. And then in verse 8, he's making a prayer to the God of my life. So he's seeking for the living God. Now he says, God is the God of my life. And then you come down to verse 8 and he says, oh God, my God. Oh, he comes to the place where he can trust him. So remember, first, you get away from God. You find yourself in despair. You find yourself depressed and way down in the darkness. Well, my friend, what you need to do is have a heart that longs for being satisfied in God, in the Lord alone. And then you remember him. He said, then I remember God. Remember who he is. Remember how great he is. Remember he's a God that delivers from Egypt. He's a God that delivers from bondage. He's a God that goes with you. He goes as a pillar of fire by night and a cloud in the day. And that's why he says in this last chapter, send out your truth and send out your light and your truth. The word truth is often translated faithfulness in the Bible. Send out your truth and your faithfulness. Remind me, like Psalm 23 says, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Remember who God is, how awesome he is, and then you can trust him. And that's what the psalmist does in 43. He now puts his trust in the Lord. And when he trusts in the Lord, that very last verse again, which is repeated 3 times, why are you cast down, O my soul? Why are you disquieted within me? I mean, why? It's not before he's saying, oh, I'm down, I'm cast down, my soul is disquieted. But now he's kind of saying, why did I let that happen? Why did I let that happen? Because I hope in God. I will yet praise him. He is, and now the word help sometimes is translated health. He's the health of my countenance and my God. Oh, my friend, everything changes when you put your faith, your hope, your trust, your everything in God and God alone. And you can go back, as he says in this chapter, then I will go to the altar oh, of my God. To God, my exceeding joy, my exceeding joy. Oh, what a wonderful thing to know that God is your joy, the satisfaction of your life. And when that happens, everything changes. Well, God bless you as you remember the Lord and put your trust in Him even today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.